Back to my channel. If you haven't seen my previous videos, do watch them because this is the third and last part of the video on history of electric vehicle. So without wasting time, let's take our journey on electric vehicles further. Last time we saw how the interest in electric vehicles faded in 1979. Now today we will be seeing the history of electric vehicles in India. So guys, let me ask you, do you know what is the name of India's first electric vehicle? India's first electric vehicle was an electric car named Lovebird. The Lovebird was manufactured by AD Current Controls, a company founded by MD Jose and based in Chalakudy, Kerala. It was a cute little two-seater car that was popular even among car enthusiasts of the time. It had a DC electric motor and a 4-speed gearbox. And you will not believe that it had a range of 60 km at that time when electric car was not even a thing. The battery took 6 to 8 hours to fully charge. By the way, there was a limitation. The car could not climb steep slopes as the slope limit was 15 degrees. The car was first introduced at the Delhi Auto Expo in 1993, after which the government allowed commercial sales of the Lovebird. However, they managed to sell only 25 cars to institutional and private buyers combined. Moreover, the government stopped the subsidy of rupees 80,000, which eventually led to the end of the production of the Lovebird. So, this was the end of the Lovebird. Next, the year 1996 and 2000. In 1996, India's first electric three-wheeler got launched, developed by Scooters India Private Limited. The three-wheeler was named Vikram Safa. About 400 vehicles were manufactured and sold, but since they were powered by lead acid batteries, the batteries ran out after every 41,250 kilometers, driving up the cost of ownership. Then in 2000, the first electric bus was developed by BHEL. It was an 18-seater electric bus powered by the same lead acid battery. About 200 of these buses were built and deployed in Delhi with the support of Ministry non-conventional energy sources. However, the problem with the bus was the high cost of the battery, short life and poor consistency. Now let's move on to the next topic. A new beginning of electric cars. Even after the rise and fall of electric vehicles in the late 20th century, the true revival of electric vehicles did not come until the 21st century. Depending on who you ask, this was one of the two developments that have sparked interest in electric vehicles today: Toyota Prius and Silicon Valley. The first turning point was the introduction of the Toyota Prius. Launched in Japan in 1997, it was the world's first mass-produced hybrid electric vehicle. In 2000, the Prius was launched worldwide, helping to raise awareness of the car. To bring this to life, Toyota used nickel metal hybrid batteries, a technology validated in Department of Energy Research. Before we move on to the second turning point, let me tell you in India, REVA was introduced. REVA, India's first successful electric car. In 2001, RECC introduced the REVA, which is marked as India's first successful electric car. The REVA Electric Car Company, that is RECC, was established in 1994 by Chetan Maini, the co-founder and vice chairman of Sun Mobility, in partnership with American Electric Vehicle Technology from the USA and Maini Group from Bengaluru. RECC aimed to create an affordable compact electric car. RECC collaborated with several automotive experts to create components for the REVA. Curtis Instruments (INC) from the USA developed a motor controller specially designed for the car. Two-Door India Limited supplied customized pre-installed batteries for the car's power pack. The charger for REVA was developed by Modular Power Systems of the USA, a division of TDI Power. Later on, RECC started producing the charger through a technical collaboration agreement between MPS and Minor Group. In 2009, REVA revealed its first model, REVA NXR and REVA NXG, at the Frankfurt Motor Show. During the event, REVA and General Motors India announced a technical collaboration to develop affordable electric vehicles for the Indian market. Consequently, at the Auto Expo 2010 in New Delhi, General Motors introduced an electric version of its hatchback, the e-Spark, for which REVA supplied the battery technology. Now, going back to the second turning point, that was the announcement in 2006 of a small Silicon Valley startup. Tesla Motors had introduced a luxurious electric sports car that traveled over 200 miles on a single charge. In the short time then, Tesla became widely known for its vehicles and became the largest employer in California's auto industry. Later in 2010, the Chevy Volt and Nissan Leaf was introduced to the US market as the first commercially available plug-in hybrid. The Volt had a petrol engine that supplemented electric drive when the battery was low, allowing consumers to drive on electricity for most of their journey and on petrol to extend the vehicle's range. In comparison, Leaf was an all-electric vehicle, often called a battery electric vehicle, an electric vehicle, or just an EV for short, meaning it was only powered by an electric motor. The model looked like this. Over next few years, there was development in EV, but consumers were still faced with one of the early problems of the electric vehicle: where to charge their vehicles on the go. Through the Recovery Act, the Energy Department invested more than $115 million to build a nationwide charging infrastructure, installing more than 1,800 residential, commercial, and public chargers across the country. Automakers and other private businesses also installed their own chargers at key locations in the US. Whereas in India, on May 26, 2010, India's largest manufacturer of SUVs and tractors, Mahindra and Mahindra, acquired a 55.2% majority stake in REVA. After the acquisition, the company was renamed Mahindra's REVA Electric Vehicles Private Limited. The president of Mahindra's automotive division, Pavan Goenka, became the chairman of the new company. As a result of the change in ownership, General Motors withdrew from its collaboration with REVA to produce the e-Spark. In 2016, the company was rebranded as Mahindra Electric Mobility Ltd, with the intention to reflect not just the business line of producing vehicles but also developing powertrains and integrated mobility solutions. At the time, new battery technology, supported by the Energy Department's Vehicle Technologies Office, began hitting the market, helping to improve a plug-in electric vehicle's range. In addition to the battery technology in nearly all of the first generation hybrids, the department's research also helped develop the lithium ion battery technology used in the Volt. Consumers now have more choices than ever when it comes to buying an electric vehicle. As of September 4, 2022, there are 34 plug-in electric hybrid vehicles (PHEVs) available in the US, and of all cars sold in 2021, 5% were hybrids. They are available in variety of sizes, from the two-passenger Smart ED to the mid-sized Ford C-Max Energy to the BMW i3 luxury SUV. As gasoline prices continue to rise and electric cars prices continue to fall, electric vehicles are becoming increasingly popular. The future of electric cars. It's hard to tell where the future will take electric vehicles, but it's clear they hold a lot of potential for creating a more sustainable future. If we shift to the hybrid and plug in electric vehicles, we will lower the carbon pollution from the transportation sector by as much as 20%. To help reach these emission savings, in 2012, President Obama had launched the EV Everywhere Grand Challenge, an energy department initiative that brought together India's best and brightest scientists, engineers, and businesses to make plug-in electric vehicles more as affordable as today's gasoline-powered vehicles by 2022. The department's Advanced Research Projects Agency Energy, that is ARPAE, is advancing changing technologies that could alter how we think of electric vehicles. From investing in new type of batteries that can last longer on a single charge to cost effective alternatives to materials critical to electric motors. The ARPAE project has the potential to transform electric vehicles. Our Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi has a vision for converting all vehicles in India to electric by 2030. Under the government's new plans, every car sold in India will be electric by 2030. The entire EV ecosystem in India seems to have gained momentum. India is well on its way to becoming the hub of battery production, and all environment is definitely on the right track. Compared to the past, many new players have now entered the electric vehicle market, such as Ola, Simple Energy, Pragav Dynamics, Alter Energy, Hyundai, MG, and even Tesla will soon have a presence in India. Central government has also extended the deadline for FAME second subsidy till March 2024, which was earlier 2022. And as we know, states like Maharashtra, Gujarat, Delhi, Goa, etc. are also offering subsidies. Only time will tell how electric car will eventually dominate the future. This was all about the history of electric vehicle, friends. If you like these videos on history of electric vehicle, please do like the videos and share them with your friends. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.